uh, Cotula say something. Okay, update it. So if I go here, I think I have to refresh this before, but it's going to show you the meter name. K factor. So here you write the K factor. And you know that depends on the meter. So here's where you set it up, the K factor. So let's say if 1 barrel means 10 pulses, then you have to put here 10. Okay, excuse me, 0.1, because that means that every 10 pulses is 1 barrel. That depends on the meter. Okay. Now here, whatever the K factor unit is barrels or whatever you want, then you write in here. If it's every second, I mean per second, barrels per second, per minute, per hour, whatever. This is the satellite ID, which you don't have to change it right now. Right now, this satellite ID, it's number 8. Time zone. If it's a different time zone than whatever you are right now, but you set it up here. Okay, what time zone you have. Now, as for the pond you specify the width, the length, and the volume unit, either meters or gallons or barrels. Okay, you select that here. Width and length, and and the dead band. The dead band, it's remember, if you place the sensor 0.5 meters or feet or whatever it is on top of the bottom end of the pond, then you have to specify the dead band. That means when it senses 0, it is not really 0. It's 0.5 below that. It's not going to measure any below that, but that's the dead band. Okay, so the way it calculates, it's the width times the length times the depth, and that's current barrels here. Where is it? Current barrels. Okay, so that's how this is calculated. And okay, pulse counter. This number here depends on the K factor. Okay, so the unit itself, it shows you the pulses. Okay, when you see on the display, you see the pulses, total pulses. If 1 barrel it's 10 pulses, then the remote unit is going to show you 10 pulses, but here you're going to see 1, because the calculation is done here on the unit. Okay, just have that in mind. On the remote unit, you don't have a K factor. Okay, it just counts pulses and send the information here, and that is calculated here. Okay, this is temperature of the unit inside. It goes 120, whatever. I think I already told you. Okay, that's how you configure the meter. Okay, now configurations. It's everything. You have to search here for Cotula in this case. Option search. It's going to search the actual configuration that is on the unit. Okay, so on analog input 0, the current depth here, it's 105.9. This is directly connected to analog input 0. Okay, but the analog input 0 is used if you hook this up here and you measure this, it's going to show you from 0 to 50 in this case, because my I have set up in the unit that the 0 and span is 0 and 50. Okay, 4 and 20 milliamps, it's 0 and 50, whatever, 50 fit, 50 psi, whatever. Okay, and that's what I'm going to see here. But also the current depth, it's connected to analog input 0, and the current depth sensor, it's not, it doesn't depend on what is configured in the remote unit. Okay, the current depth is configured here: 4 milliamps, 20 milliamps, 0 and 100, or 0 and if your sensor it goes from 0 to 50 fit or 13 or 15, you put it here. Okay, and you save it. Okay, and then search, do a search here. It's not gonna I mean, it's for some reason we have to fix this. It's not storing that I want to see current variables all the time, so we have to change that. And okay, you see here the current depth, it's 15 now, because it's all right now, it's all the way to 20 milliamps, and I set up the milliamps to 15. So that's how you configure this, the depth of a pond here. Okay, the sensor. This is how you calibrate it. Okay, now this here, it's all the information that you can send to the remote unit every time it makes a report. Remember that the remote units report every 1 or 2 hours or whatever report frequency you have. And the next time it makes a report, the YNet server sends the information to the remote unit. Let's say I want to change right now this one here, it's for every 3 hours. Fixed hours means if the pump is not on, how often I want the reports. And the fixed time is how often I want to report if the pump is on. Okay, so I can change that. How many retries for the Modbus read in case the meter is not responding fast enough, so I have to make retries. I just configure here how many retries, and this is same as fixed time, depending how often I want the report here. So I change it here. Let's say we want this the unit here, if you want to set up either 0 or an exact amount of index count or totalizer, whatever you want, you set it up here. Right now we have 1491. Okay, if you want to reset it to 0, then you write here, you write 0 here. Okay, and action, you set save. Okay, once you have save, it appears this icon here, which means it's waiting for the unit to report to send the 0. Okay, so let's do that. I have the unit here. I'm gonna turn it on because it's off, and I'm gonna make it report. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you and we're gonna see here, once it reports, it's gonna send this information, and it's if the information was sent right and received by the unit, you're gonna see this icon here instead of this one. Okay, So let's see here, we have 6626 here, and we just made a report. Okay, so we should see another report here, and which is 6627. Let's see this way. 6627 here. Okay, it did a report. This report, why is not showing 0 here? Let's see here in configurations. See, it was sent. So right now, if we go, let me show you here. If I make another report, so I'm gonna have the unit make another report, then it is gonna show you it's going to show you 0 there, because that's what it had before the Ynet sent it the 0. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, it is just starting to make a report now. Now let's wait to see what happens there, because it's it already received the order to reset the counter to 0. Right now the 3G network is open, which means it's connected to the Ynet server. It's making the report. Not yet sent. I'm waiting for the Ynet sent. Okay. Okay, send Ynet. Okay, so the report is already there. So we can either wait for this to update by itself. I think it's every 20 seconds right now, or I can just hit search and it's gonna update everything and show me the last report as well. Okay, 28, this is a new report, and here's the 0. Okay, so that's how I do it. So I don't